The observer would like to advise that the following video comes with a trigger warning. The content in this video is of a sensitive nature, so please beware that the topic of this video may trigger you. The observer recommends that you consider your own mental health before you watch this video.
Just if he comes in, we better not acknowledge him. It'll piss him off more, won't it? And we've got quite a few bits to show him himself if he comes in. If he comes in, mute me. No, Jane, the problem is, right, in my life, it doesn't matter what you say, honestly. Crack on.
Yeah. It's more about us in the box, about us not acknowledging than you guys in the chat. Yeah, we're just going to pretend he ain't there.
Yeah, you can do what you want, acknowledge him in the comments. Just don't mute or block him no matter what he says. If he says something bad, then I will respond. And if he's rude to you guys have the right to mute. Mod Pixie, she's good at catching people. Can you comment, Pixie, please? So I'm trying to sort the stuff out on the other phone as well as read the comments. Hello, Charlie. Hello, little convict. Need your comment.
Not a problem, Ruthie.
Sorry, there's 70 of you in there just waiting.
That's how we're getting the views in, just keeping people in suspense.
It's just me. Right, have we got all our mods? Right, if you're a mod, can you just comment for me, please? Sorry, I know we're like that. It's one of them days. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, I just need one more mod. Hold on. Because she deserves to be mod. We've got loads of mods. Yeah, I think we need a few, to be fair, because I think there's going to be a lot of trigger warnings with some of these voice notes. Right, are we all ready?
Ready when you are, lover.
Right, I think what we'll do is we'll give a narrative of who we're talking to first. Let me just get a picture for you. Whichever tablet I'm on. Oh my god, my forehead. Wrong pin. Isn't the wrong pin? We're all here for... Right, let's get a picture of them first. So much evidence, it's just unreal. So, these two here. This is Wendy Williams and Jareth Harrison. They are known on this app for Wendy Moore, over 2 years of scamming. She uses multiple backstories as a way to gain money for hotels, food, birthday presents, Christmas presents, decorations, electronics items, which we'll show you today. Recently they have, if you go onto the cleaner, she's in the box, if you go onto her profile, you'll see their recent activities of scamming. They recently got into temporary accommodation. They are now claiming that they were claiming that they needed items for that new council house that they got offered a council house. We have recently found out that actually they don't need items. They've been all over Facebook, getting items for free and selling them on. Freezers, non-essential items like foot massages, a little ice hockey table. We'll show you all of it. I will remove my phone off the stand in a minute and show you properly into better detail. Just bear with me. They are prolific. They use their children as a way of gaining money. They leak people's addresses. They threaten people. A lady in the comments who's now been made mod called Becky, they owe her a lot of money. We will go into that in detail today, of manipulation. Emotional blackmail, I would call it. Trigger warning, suicidal threats. Yeah, it's gone beyond needing, the odd food shop that lasts a week, or the odd getaway. It's gone a lot worse. We do have a lot of evidence. We will show as much as we can today. We're trying to get as many people as we can in. Our normal people, our mods know all about them. A lot of you have stories about them. We'd love to hear about them, how much you've given them, what made you give them items. We will discuss the threats that he's made, and vice versa. We have threatened back because we've had threats first. Fake DV, manipulation, gaslighting, narcissism, fake arguments to get gifts and money, and people feel sorry for them. Sexual talk, trigger warning around a minor who was 6 at the time, 7. Yeah, so we'll go into that. I mean, I do have some voice notes I'd like to play first. Just get them out of the way. Trigger warnings, some of them are pretty bad. I will start at the top because some of you haven't heard them. So just bear with me. Yeah, this first one is of Wendy talking to a lady called Becky. And talking about a PC, which is what Becky bought her child.
I'm sorry, love. It's just one thing after another. I don't think I can cope with any fucking more bad news. You know, I thought I got through one hurdle, which was Colton's birthday. And I'm trying my Blake's birthday in the PC. And I don't even know. Pissed off. Like, I just want to go sleep, and then it sounds fucking awful, but I just want to go sleep and not wake up. That's how I feel right now. And I need to try and go live because I need to try and sort Blake's birthday. It's just killing me. Jareth's at work. And I know he's not going to cope because he can't get buses or taxis because he panics with his condition. And sorry, I didn't mean to cry. I hope you're okay. You got a day off today, then? Jareth's got a day off tomorrow, thank God. It's going to take him about 24 hours to process everything in his head. But, yeah. Sorry for the message. I just needed a little rant. Hope you're good anyway. Hope you've had enough sleep.
So there, we've all heard it. Wendy is decided to contact Becky knowing it's her day off of work and cry. Trigger warning, she wants to end it all. Because she simply can't go on without a car or buying something for her child's birthday. You know, so it's a form of emotional manipulation. She's making someone feel sorry for her. She's bringing the kids into it. Jareth can't get a taxi, but why on New Year's were you asking for £75 to get a taxi home from the hospital with Jareth in the hospital room while you were asking, claiming you couldn't get home? So how would a Jareth gotten a taxi then? Because if you had such bad anxiety of getting in any public transport, you wouldn't, no matter what the situation was, you wouldn't at all. So, you know, you knew what you did. It was on a day off. And I know you're watching. You did it on a day off. You knew she was going to sit there and she was going to offer you something. And she did. She then went and bought birthday decorations for Blake, for your younger child's birthday. She bought presents. We will show all that. But you did that because you made her feel sorry for you, because you knew on her day off you sent her a voice note crying. And you didn't even ask if she was okay to start the voice note off. You just randomly started crying. And then you ended it with, I hope you're all right. It's your day off, isn't it? But you knew it was a day off. You knew what you were doing. Another one?
Yeah, be his first one. He had a laptop that his real dad bought him. Bloody hell. You could just play one game. Talking about when he was in year 9, so 2 years ago. But that's like, yeah, it's quite a, you know, quite an old laptop now. But yeah, bless him.
Yeah.
It's been his dream since Christ. Since he was about 13, 14. Yeah, and I would just love to make it happen, do you know what I mean? He went through so much last year, and he's still going so much in his head and waiting for cams to sort appointments out and get him sorted out. Bless him, doctors are not bothered. But yeah.
So that was again, he's been through so much. He's been wanting this PC since he was 13. So that gave you 3 years to save up his child benefit and his child tax credits to buy him the PC. Why is it someone else has to fund for something that your child wants? It doesn't make sense. You know, it's not down to another stranger online to buy your child something. If you knew your child had a dream and wanted something, realistically, you would have saved up for them 3 years to get him something. 3 years, where's your child tax credits gone? Where's your child benefit gone? Where's your cost of living payments gone? Because you've proved, and I will prove it multiple times, that you and Jareth were fraudulently claiming universal credit. He was working and you were on UC. You, Wendy, would have got the cost of living payments because you didn't legally put Jareth on your universal credit claim until recently. Once again, it proves it on the voice notes from Jareth, which I will get to.
The thing is, anything that they did have for those kids, they left behind when they left the flat as well. So, you know, they can't be that worried about the kids having these things. 2 gaming tables were in that flat, gaming desks, 2 gaming chairs, along with other desks and TVs and guitars and all this other stuff that belonged to those kids, were all left behind. If they were that worried and that upset about their kids not having anything, they'd have taken that stuff with them.
Exactly. You wouldn't have left them with nothing, having to start from scratch, would you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mate, if that's okay, obviously, you know, I've asked you for this, so obviously I'll pay you back on monthly if that's all right. Yeah. If that's all right, I feel cheeky.
So there you hear Wendy acknowledging that she would pay Becky back for what Becky bought. She acknowledged. So then...
You were good enough to lend it, mate, so you know, I'd never fuck you about as in not paying you back or anything. So when my child benefit comes through, we'll start paying you back, do you know what I mean? Mate,
So you heard her admit there that she was going to pay Wendy her child benefit back, yeah? Thank you for the heart, me. Are you ready? Because she promised that she would pay her back.
No, well, payment is due by the end of the month, and today is not the end of the month, so pipe down. I know disrespect, but I've just been speaking to a few people, and I think I need to get legal advice about this. Because technically you were money laundering, and half of that payment from PayPal was from your mother's PayPal. So I think I'm going to get in contact with Citizen Advice right now, actually, and get half our free solicitor, because I don't think this money's enforceable. Speak soon, Beck. Love you.
What's all your thoughts on that?
Do you know, it's the loves you at the end that gets me. She can sit there after everything that girl's done for them, accuse her of money laundering, refusing to pay the money back, and then adds that sarcastic loves you on the end. I mean, wow. It says it all. Says it all.
Can I play it back? You've missed some. Yeah, sure. That's fine.
No, well, payment is due by the end of the month, and today is not the end of the month, so pipe down. I know disrespect, but I've just been speaking to a few people, and I think I need to get legal advice about this. Because technically you were money laundering, and half of of that payment from PayPal was from your mother's PayPal. So I think I'm going to get in contact with Citizen Voice right now, actually. And get a half-hour free solicitor because I don't think this money's enforceable. Speak soon, Beck. Love you.
Now, 1 second. Did it sound like Becky was money laundering when you asked for all these?
Do, mate. Still waiting for them to come out. It's just one thing after another, and we just can't cope anymore. It's just pissing us off. Like, the garage couldn't get us in any sooner than Tuesday, so we're just hoping they'll fix it. Because when the light on the dashboard kept coming up, they came out twice and then they wouldn't do it anymore. So I'm praying, fucking praying, that one they got a battery and one the battery cost £200 because that's obviously how much you sent me. So yeah, it's just one thing after another. Like, what's next? I mean, the car's got tea on Tuesday anyway, but
I'm hoping it passes without any problems.
Is that Jareth acknowledging that Wendy's asking for money?
Because that would be the third thing in the car.
Interesting.
Anyway, yeah. Do you reckon it'd be a brand new battery? I reckon it'd be a brand new battery, don't you? Mate, just a quick one. And I don't want to ask you. I really don't. If we get problems with the MOT tomorrow, would it be possible for us to borrow some money off you? I know I've borrowed some money off you at the moment. We can happily pay you back between £50 and £80 a month. But if the MOT comes through and stuff needs doing, would it be possible to borrow some money off you? If that's alright. Oh, look at him in his playpen. Oh, that is so cute. Bless him. Are you at your brother's or is that over yours? Oh. Obviously you can say no, mate, if you really want to. That's not a problem, because you have done so many good things this week for us. Like, no one's ever treated us like you have. And honestly, we still gratefully appreciate it. You know, it's one thing after another at the minute with us, and we are so worried that the car's not going to pass the MOT. So yeah, if you could, we would solely appreciate it. But obviously we would pay you back. Yeah, I've got your PayPal email address, or if you prefer the other money that I owe you, I can send it into your bank. Please let me know, and I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'm hoping that it passes with flying colours and that we don't need to ask you. What time's the car going in? About 10?
Yeah.
Jareth acknowledging again
car's
that
going in
Wendy
at
asked
10, so... Yeah, mate, I'm fucking dreading it. I know it's going to be wrong. I know it's going to go wrong. Because every fucking thing else has gone wrong this week. Oh my God, he's parked in the middle of the road.
Here he is. Little man's here.
Yeah.
Was Becky money laundering then when you asked her for money for your car battery in the MOT? Because if she was money laundering, then technically you're an accessory because you took the money laundering money. So technically now, Wendy and Jareth, you two are now accessories to money laundering. Well done. So if the police do contact Becky, they'll be coming straight to you also because her money laundering money went into your PayPal and your bank account. Oh dear, looks like you're an accessory to money laundering, aren't you? No, yeah, Sophie, they are.
That's horrendous to think that not only were they nagging you all the time for that money, Becky, they were waking you up after doing a night shift each time to ask for it. Ridiculous.
Yeah, got her on that one because technically, if Becky was money laundering, right? Wendy and Jareth are accessories. They've had that dirty money in their bank account and PayPal, and they've spent that dirty money. Oh dear, I didn't really think that one, did you? Let's have a look. So that's the car.
Oh dear.
Not sure which one this is, but we'll play this one. Becky is in the chat. She lent Wendy and Jareth some money that they promised to pay back, and she also paid a lot of things gifts-wise, over £4,000 worth. And like I said in this live, if anyone has a bad word towards Becky, you will be instantly muted. You won't be removed, but you will be muted. We don't tolerate any bad words against anyone in this live.
Mate, we were only going to do one night, obviously, because we were sleeping in car. Obviously, we can't afford a hotel. To be fair, we can barely afford diesel to get a bed, but it was just an idea for both of us to go where he enjoys going, you know, for him to reminisce, to think about his sister and, you know, and just to put a smile back on his face for a little bit, do you know what I mean? Like, we've been through the hill this past couple of weeks and just something to look forward to, do you know what I mean? Something to look back on and go, wow, we had a little bit of memories up there, do you know what I mean? Mate,
So that voice note, I will explain a little bit more into detail in a second, once I find the other ones, because a lot of them have crosses on, you see, to play for Jareth, so I know which is which. Basically, Wendy and Jareth had decided to go away. They had no money, but they decided to go away anyway. Voice noted Becky and said they're going to be sleeping in the car. So Becky sent over money for 2 nights for a hotel. Wendy then had extra money herself and paid for another 2 nights in a hotel. So 4 nights in a hotel. After telling Becky, right, that they couldn't afford a hotel, they had to sleep in a car. And she'd already had money in the bank to get 2 nights in a hotel. So, is that not scamming? You said that you couldn't... Oh, and then they still asked Becky for another £150 for activities to do while there. So, that's not buying tins of peas and curry and everything that you named in voice notes, which we'll play. That wasn't for the kids. Yeah, sorry, Katie. I completely forgot to invite you. I'm sorry. Katie, in the chat, we will be showing a video on her profile soon and playing voice notes regarding that. No, I will be showing that soon, Talia. Oh, Jess, you'll find out they're both as bad as each other once I start playing Jareth's also. Because Becky was kind. And you can hear the manipulation in Wendy's voice. We're going away for remembrance of his family members. We've had a really bad month. We've had a really bad time. We need some time out for his mental health, her mental health. Some people are very, very, very compassionate and they will do anything for anyone that they think is their friend.
Let's put it this way. If a very, very good friend of yours phoned you up crying and they needed this, they needed that, or they just needed to get away, would you give them something towards it to help? I know I would, and I know Christina would, and anybody else here in the boxes. You know, that is what they did with Becky. Becky had supported her from day one. So, to be fair, so had Christina and Kelly as well, and Kate. And all these guys were all friends together until they actually realised what Wendy was up to. So, you know, Becky is just a very kind and lovely, lovely person that they took advantage of. And that is literally it. No shame to Becky whatsoever. She's, you know, what an incredible friend to have, that they would do that for you when you need it. Do you know what I mean? Not everybody's lucky enough to have friends like that. And, you know, Wendy and Jareth have just quite literally taken advantage and then spat her out, chewed her up and spat her out. So, no, not on.
Doesn't return the money, no, she's refusing to pay it back. She's paid £250 and she's refusing, saying that Becky's money laundering. It is, I mean, are you ready to listen to this abuse then? This manipulation? This is... I'll let you listen to it. I won't even explain it. You can explain to me how you feel after you've heard this, and you tell me if you wouldn't have helped somebody.
Absolutely. And it upsets me a lot because it's people like her that ruin it for people like me that really need the help. I could go on a daily and ask for help with food. But I don't. And it's so upsetting. Mate, without you at the minute, I don't know where we'd be. Honestly. And I'm so thank you. I've tried being as genuine as I can. So genuine as I can. It's like now, our freezer's gone down. Alright, it's not exactly full, but you know, we've got to keep it closed as much as we can because of defrosting. But I'm on TikTok going, oh, I need a freezer, I need money for a freezer. Where I'll fix it, I can for a free one. You know, no matter how bad it freaking looks, do you know what I mean? But no. Something that's not tally up with her, do you know what I mean? She's out and about expecting people to give her money for drink and food and stuff like that, and it's just wrong. And she ruins it for all us that need it. All us that need the help, so I don't know. Mate, you were absolutely.
You might need to flip that. Nobody can see it, Christina, because it's reversed.
1 second. Can you all see that?
Yep, we can see that fine now. That is what Becky bought for them. And the freezer wasn't even broken. Can I just add, there's a voice note somewhere where Jareth actually tells us that when Becky bought them that freezer, apparently he claims he didn't know anything about it, but that they already had one. Didn't need one. But Becky had sent them another one because that's why.
They are selling one on Facebook, yeah. And they claim they already have 3 freezers. Why do you need, if you were so in desperate need for stuff in your house, you wouldn't need 3 freezers.
As I said last night, you need one for each family member.
Yeah. No idea if that's the same one on Facebook that they're selling. He claims it isn't, but don't know. It's disgusting.
Another thing they asked Becky for?
Yeah, Becky, you're good at finding bargains. Can you see if you can try and find me a really cheap, whether it be eBay or anything, Fire Stick or something that we can watch TV on? We have to give our BT box back. Yeah. So I'm looking for like a Fire Stick or something just so that the kids can still watch the screen. If that's, yeah. You're normally good at finding bargains. I'm freaking shite. Don't panic, mate. I've just...
Becky then went on to Very and bought a Fire Stick. Becky went and bought it because once again she mentioned the kids. And Kate has put in the chat there about her videos we will be showing soon about when Wendy scammed the first lot of people when she could come onto TikTok. I'm not sure what this one is.
They haven't come out already, but I'm so fucking happy that they haven't. Hopefully tomorrow now, they'll be like, right, let's get on a payment plan. But as much as I'm struggling with food and that, I'm literally chucking it all on fucking bailiff because the stress it's caused me and Jareth. I'm surprised we're still together. I don't know what's kept us together at the minute. So I'm just chucking the whole fucking lot on.
Bailiffs, yeah? Bear with me. Just chat amongst yourselves for 1 second, sorry. Excuse my double chin.
You have not got a double chin. Shut up. You're gorgeous.
Right. So, the bailiffs.
Mother's Day just around the corner. I got sent the. What a great idea these are.
The filter.
6 cakes. There's loads to choose.
Yeah, see, we've had bailiff and he ain't come back. Because I told him, you come to the door, you won't get anything. I read out a case law against him as well because the company that's doing our council wants to come to us for the council tax actually got sued beginning of this year. They got a £4,000 suit against them because they got to have obviously to come into your house and obviously do things. They have to have a writ signed by a judge, and judges don't sign them anymore. It's a verbal agreement. And I told him, and I said, we ain't paying it. You got no chance. And he ain't come back. Yeah, they'd give us bailiffs, and I'm like, don't even think about it, because they ain't going to get anything.
So I'll stop you there. Okay, I'll stop that there and then show you this. Just give me a minute, because they're both set up at the same time and it's driving me insane. And I've got so much that I've been sent today. I need to find the right messages. Just bear with me a second, guys. Sorry. Where is it?
No need to apologise, love. You're doing incredible. Which is why you're doing it instead of me today. I've got a right fumbled brain. And there's no way I'd be able to keep up with it all.
No, it's a nightmare, isn't it? There's so much stuff to show, though. It's having to go back from the voice notes to the videos just to put everything together.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, next time I promise I'll take the lead, all right? So you can have a break.
Right, here we go. Let me know when you've ready. Let me know when you're all ready for me to move down a bit so you can see it, because obviously the writing. So as you can see, Wendy had a payment plan, £117, but Jareth just stated there that the bailiffs aren't getting anything out of them. And you heard in the voice note Wendy saying that she's going to struggle for food. So was there a payment plan or was there not?
They're very good at tripping themselves up with their lies, aren't they?
But
Kai, this is about Wendy Williams and Jareth Harrison, love. If you're unsure who they are and want a bit more info, if you tap on me, the cleaner in the box, then there's more information on my page just to catch up to speed.
But they said to Becky, again, hi, if we can get a £300 loan, would you be able to loan us 200? Please, we've tried getting 500, but it keeps saying no, trying to do 400, then 300. And that was to pay a universal credit loan, to get another universal credit loan out, to pay a chunk of money to council tax. Now, I have a voice note, which I will find, it might be a bit delayed because I don't know which one it is, but I have a voice note from Jareth stating that Wendy lied about the bailiffs, and the bailiffs were already sorted. Yet she still continued to come on live and beg for money to pay a council tax bill because she couldn't be bothered to pay council tax for a year. And she ignored all their reminders, everything.
We will get to the latest on them, Gemma, don't worry. We're working our way up.
Who's requested the box? Right, this is another one that has an angry face. I'm not sure why.
But yeah, tonight they've
That's different. That's with Katie. I will do that soon.
so Jareth was very controlling.
Do you know what we'll do? Why there's 180 people in here? Can someone put why there's 100 and this many people in here? we done the trigger warnings? Right, we ready?
What did you do while I was asleep this morning, love?
I also draw a shark.
Yeah?
You weren't really asleep though, was you?
What were you doing when I was asleep, love?
But you weren't really asleep, was you?
What were you doing when I was asleep, love?
I was choking.
For fuck's sake.
You know what?
Wouldn't you hurt to know?
Saliva.
Of course you were.
I need Jesus.
I need Jesus. I think we all...
You don't get it. A mother and her boyfriend have just said to a 6-year-old boy, wouldn't you like to know, when he asked what his mother was choking on. I'll play it again. Listen again.
I also draw a shark.
Yeah?
You weren't really asleep though, was you?
What were you doing when I was asleep, love?
Listen carefully.
Really asleep, was you?
What were you doing when I was asleep, love?
I was choking.
For fuck's sake.
You know what?
Wouldn't you hurt to know? Right, you coming in?
I don't think so, I'm not wet yet.
Gonna be little Spain.
Right guys, I want to go.
You can go live on there.
Sorry mate, I'm so sorry.
Dave, you can go live still. I just been hugging you, that's all it is.
Corey's like, Wendy.
We're not doing anything. Just want a hug or cuddle. Sorry. That's all I want. Not happy than much.
Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Yeah, Kelly, if you want to get me done for fucking sexual content now, crack on,
I'm gonna shove my dick up her ass.
No.
Now get us banned.
No, I'll stop that there because the child then persists to make very odd noises.
He was making gagging noises then while they were talking, so he obviously understood what they were talking about. Because you could hear him in the background going, bleh, bleh.
What you just heard there was them talking about having sex on live while the child is around. So not only does she come on and scam, she talks like that around her child on live. How does she talk around her child off live?
Yeah, it's horrendous, isn't it?
This is the first time in this live it'll ever be played. I'm going to play something.
1 second, Christina, because we've just got a couple of people in here who are obviously new to this, because I've seen a lot of who is it, what's going on. This is an awareness on Wendy Williams and Jareth Harrison. Prolific scammers, terrible parents. There's so much about these people that we are trying to get the word out to everybody. If you're on, want a bit more background on them to understand us more, if you go to my page, I'm in the top box here, the cleaner. It is full of all the evidence and all the things of what they're up to. There we go. Sorry, continue now, Christina.
Thank you for the heart, me. Welcome to the team. Now, this will be the first time it's played. I was waiting for him to come in, but he ain't going to come in. He's a pussy. This needs a massive trigger warning. It reveals what we all suspected. So.
Thing is, mate, there was affecting Blake. For example, he took me up to the doctors, which is quite far from home. And this was about 8 o'clock at night one time. I went live because I was scared. And told me and Blake to get out of the car and made us walk home in the rain, dark. Bear in mind, I've got to walk through country lanes and go through a little woods bit. Scared the shit out of me, literally.
You ready?
Another time, he stopped the car I got out, but left my door open so we couldn't drive off with Blake in the back. Told Blake to undo his seatbelt, and he literally grabbed Blake and wouldn't let him go. He wouldn't let me take him out the car. Anyway, in the end, he let go. And
One second, Jareth.
It's getting too far, mate. It's getting too far. But apparently I'm the problem. I'm the one that's the problem. He does nothing.
That was Wendy admitting that Jareth force held a 6-year-old boy in a car and wouldn't let him go. And Jareth claims he's not a threat around them children. You ready? She forgets the voice notes she sends people.
Yeah, they were my own mods. You know, I was a victim of domestic violence emotionally. And it was. But... And they were like, you're a disgrace, get back with him. And, you know, there's people out there that get beat up. He's never beat me up.
Never laid a hand on him.
You know, he didn't realise what he was doing until, you know, I got Little Bill involved and he realised, shit, you know, I'm doing something wrong here. And he's not done anything like it since.
Again, Jareth has never hit Wendy, yeah?
Right, Wild Robin, I'll answer your question now. I said that he had hit me. Yes. So I pissed him off one night. And yeah, he did thump me. If I'm big enough to piss him off, so be it. Again, when we were doing the electrical socket right down there, because this used to be my bedroom, he pushed me, and my son can vouch for it. Right or wrong?
Mm-hmm. Now explain why I pushed you. So when I was doing the electricals, what were you doing?
I was laid on the bed with a torch, and you thought I got in your way.
So literally, when I turned around from the plug socket, her face was all but touching mine. So obviously I jumped, freaked, and pushed. Jareth cannot be trusted around a defenceless baby. Do you know me, do you? This is an uncomfortable watch. Unfortunately, it has to happen.
No, well, not just about domestic violence. Jareth, since then, has got help. He's on medication. And he's got
That was not domestic violence. Your face was near his arm, he turned around and accidentally knocked your face because you were close. He didn't deliberately punch you. Trigger warning. He didn't deliberately punch you, didn't deliberately hit you, didn't deliberately kick you, didn't deliberately knock you over. When you're this close to someone and you move, you knock them. So yes, you are right. Jareth has never hit you or hurt you, but he's held your child against his will in a car and refused to give you your child. Now, as a mother, you would have called the police there and then. Would have you not? If you're someone, your boyfriend who's not your child's dad, or any relation whatsoever, held your child against his will when you asked for your child to leave the car, you would have called the police. Any decent, normal mother or father, grandparent, auntie, uncle, sister, brother, would have called the police. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I totally agree with you. I might also add as well, though, that they shouldn't have even been touching the electrics. It's not something they were allowed to do in that property. And they have made so many allegations towards the landlord that the electrics were dodgy. Well, the amount of times they have claimed that they fiddled with the electrics, and some of these voice notes are unreal.
We will be getting to all that soon as well, guys. They're not moving to Saltash. They've put that as a lie. That Wendy's leaked her location on Facebook. No, I didn't mean that rudely. Sorry. They wind me up. I didn't mean that rudely. I do apologise. But they aren't. Sorry, they aren't.
We get a bit tense on these lives sometimes. Not aimed at you.
I don't mean to be rude towards you guys. I do apologise. What was I about to say?
It's me. It's a comment he made in the live last night. Because he was trying to wind people up. He was saying, oh, yeah, you know, you can come see us if you want. We're moving to Saltash. We're going to have a garden party. It's just rubbish. It's just a lie statement just to try and wind people up and let us think we know where they're going. No, it's rubbish. We do know where they're going, and it's not Saltash.
She's messaged that lady or gentleman. Sorry, I do apologise for insinuating them on Facebook. They're not live. No, they're not. They probably are in this live watching though. He will comment soon once we get to his things.
Okay, so she's messaged you on Facebook and what told you they're moving to Saltash. Is that the case? Because I'd be very, very surprised if he actually said in our live the real location of where he's going.
He asked me for a coffee table. Oh, okay.
Right.
To deliver to. Okay. Yeah, you more reliable source than we are, then, aren't you? Silly us.
Well, you know.
This live is for raising awareness of a lady called Wendy Williams and Jareth Harrison. They are prolific scammers. Can someone remove that phone number, please? I don't know who they've leaked the phone number, but that's no one in here. Thank you. I've seen that. Oh, wow. Yeah, you made me get lost on track.
Sorry, Christina.
Sorry, guys.
I'm messaging her on the quiet and getting her all flustered. My apologies.
Right. Yeah, so we're raising awareness for a lady called Wendy Williams and Jareth Harrison. They are prolific scammers for over 2 years. Wendy Moore on the app. They have used multiple reasons to need things, from food, PCs, freezers, stuff for their new house, their new council house, takeaways, any sort of electronics. They scam on Facebook. They have been getting free stuff and selling them. And they also, Wendy is persistent to use their mental health and her children as a way to gain money. I say : mental health and fake DV. But yeah, so we're just, never mind, just explain a second. We'll use it in a minute. We'll play some more while we're waiting for it. But yeah, so we are just revealing a lot of stuff that we have on them. He's trying to claim Pip, but he's not going to get it. He has no reason to claim Pip. He goes in his car, he travels places, he sits on live majority of the day begging.
He's more trying to claim for his mental health, and they're actually clamping down on stopping mental health with Pip, not claiming, not being able to claim Pip for mental health. So he wouldn't get anywhere with it.
I remember a couple of months ago, when I used to be mod for them, they were trying to ask for help for a PEP application regarding Jareth.
Who stopped your dad from getting Pip? Sorry, Kel, carry on.
No, just saying, back last year they were asking for help with a PIP application for Jareth.
Oh, yeah. This is the one.
How would you have stopped your dad from being able to get Pip, love? It's an interesting comment, not one I thought I would see in the chat. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, while we're waiting for the phone back, my partner's just using his phone. We'll have a little conversation about how some of you are affected by Wendy, I guess. How did everyone find Wendy? How did you come across her?
Well, obviously everybody knows how I've come across her, and for the new people here who don't, I was the tenancy cleaner for their previous property, and very good friends with the landlord, which they completely messed up. Refused to pay rent and owed thousands. All the details are on my page, all the videos and things, so you are all welcome to go and have a look-see. Uplifted Mama. Yeah, anybody in the chat can answer that question.
Me, Kate, and Christina used to be mods for Wendy back last year. Is it last year now? It's gone so fast, I can't remember.
It was around just before October, wasn't it?
Yeah, around October last year, me, Christina, and Kate used to be mods for her. Until we figured out what a lying piece of shit she is. He was at the top of the list for ages, so my dad got stuck at second for a year and he got to sick her.
So a lot of the time, they've come up on your FYP. Can I ask you all what made you all feel sorry for them? Was it the fact that they had children? Just out of curiosity. I've known her for too long. Used to go live with her, felt sorry for her. Stories. You're welcome to jump up in the box, Kate, and explain your story if you want to.
Yeah, the kids. Who were you lot on about? Wendy Williams and Jareth Harrison.
There's someone there that lived in the same town as them. The little one was hungry. Felt for the kids.
What was that? She's meant to be giving her address to me Tuesday. Oh, okay.
I was hooked because I saw a comment of someone saying you're asking for money again and I'm nosy. Oh, FYP is the For You page, Vicky. So it's just where like people come up on a live for you. Right. Should we try and... Right.
I genuinely thought they were struggling. As a single mother of 4 kids, I felt sorry for the kids. Bless you. See, that seems to be it for most people. It's the kids. And that was one of their biggest manipulations, was using the kids.
No, that's fine, Uplift. We don't expect the address. There are children in that property. The only reason why her address was found the first time was because she leaked it herself, showing the Chinese out of a window.
Yeah. And this is the thing, even if when we have found, because we do know where they currently are and we knew where they were before, we do tend to find that out. It's not something we ever use. We don't ever go around there. We don't ever give the address out. We wouldn't do that. So, but it's just helpful for us knowing what area they're in, so we know where we can sort of focus certain things to stop other people getting scammed in the local area.
No, that's fine. Uplift Mama. Thank you for confirming.
Definitely moving to Saltash in 3-bed house. Well, thank you for confirming that. That does surprise me then that he was being honest about where he was moving to. I'm
surprised when he's got children in the property. Very disgusting.
Yeah. Very surprised.
Okay. Right. Let's sorry if I've missed any of you. So we'll just get these voice notes done and then we can start showing things on the cleaners page and some videos and stuff. And they got booted from pages in Tor Point for constantly begging. Yeah, that would not surprise me. Right, them two. Which one's this one? Sorry, bear in mind.
It depends on what you want to know, because there's a lot.
Right, that's Jareth. Right, let's go back to the top then. Right, these are some of Jareth's, which is the partner. We'll get them out of the way because there's so many.
So basically, that night in question, obviously the other night. So I've been with Wendy, obviously rushing little man.
Context, I do apologise. Wendy and Jareth had an argument just after New Year. She was on live, there was some to and fro, winding each other up. Jareth come into the living room and threatened to break her breathing tube, which she uses for her sleep. The word? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That's it, for her breathing. After she threw a can of fizzy pop at his face. He got arrested. Charged, he got arrested and put on bail, and this is the day after.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry, I do apologise.
Nobody ill, so he's been in hospital. He was in hospital Christmas, Boxing Day, the 27th, and then we took him back up 28th at midnight.
No.
He's not been very well.
No. Sorry. Right. I'm going to end the live right now. No, I'm joking. This is where it admitted that Wendy and Jareth had sat after Boxing Day, claiming they needed £75 for a taxi back home from the hospital. Wendy went live why her 6-year-old was in the hospital bed. She showed him in the hospital bed for sympathy. I won't go into details what happened to him. You'll hear it in the voice note. It turned out, once you hear this, that Wendy didn't need £75 because, in fact, Jareth had drove the car to and from there. She claimed they had no petrol in the car and needed a taxi.
So basically, that night in question...
No, it's not. Oh, my God. They're all so mixed up. It just... Let's go back to the beginning. It is of what happened the night after Jareth got arrested.
The other night.
Sorry. God.
So I've been with Wendy, obviously rushing little man. He's been really ill, so he's been in hospital. He was in hospital Christmas, Boxing Day, 27th, and we took him back up 28th at midnight. He's not been very well. So that night in question, Wendy was in the bedroom and I was in the foot room, and I said to Blake, "You're right, it's time to go to bed, mate. It's getting later. I need to go to bed now." So he went into the bedroom. I was in the foot room. She was still in the bedroom, and I heard him go into the bedroom, and he asked for food at 10:30 at night. Bearing in mind, he's been very, very poorly. So he's not been very well, and he's asked for food. And I'm like, well, he's eating his tea. You know, what do you want the food for? And if he wants a sandwich, fine. You know, it's not a problem. She gives him a massive bag of pickled onion Space Raiders. Bearing in mind, he's just been very poorly. And I'm like, I went into the bedroom and I said, "Mate, you cannot be eating them at 10:30 at night." I said, "It's not good for you." I said, "You've just been ill, and that's probably not the sort of food you want to be eating at 10:30 at night." So I said to Wendy, I said, "You can't be giving him that at that time of night. It's not fair on him, you know." And I made the point, you know, you keep giving him crap, he's gaining a bit of weight. You know, just be careful. Obviously, be careful with him. Obviously, it's her child, but just be careful with him, you know. My particular concern was the fact that he's just come out of being in hospital for 2 days. You know, he had a seizure, or a fit, however you want to call it, and he was seriously ill. So left it to that. I went back into the foot room and she was in the bedroom. And she had the door open and I was in the foot room, and the dog was in between the door and the bedroom. And the dog's crying and crying and crying. And I'm like, "Whoa, why is the dog crying?" And I walked up to the door and I could tell the cry was because she wanted to go to the toilet. So I said to Wendy, I was like, "You need to get off your backside and take that dog down to the toilet. It's not my dog, it's not my responsibility, it is your responsibility." I said, "You need to get off your ass and take that dog down." Because half the time she doesn't, and I have to nag her to take her down. She takes her down once a day for 5 to 10 minutes, that's it. I'm like, "Look, you need to take the dog down. It's not good. She needs to go to the toilet. You need to let her down." Went back into the foot room. She took the dog out. This was about midnight. And I was like, "Well, I'm doing what I need to do. I'm going to go to bed." You know? Which is fair enough, you know? So I went into the bedroom and shut the door. It was only open partially. And she was obviously took the dog down. She come back in and she went into the front room, which was fine, not a problem. And then about 1:30, she comes back into the bedroom. She picks up her CPAP machine, obviously for her breathing, which she's now got. She got the machine 2 weeks ago, I think it was now. Picked up the machine, walked out, and as she walked out, she picked up a can of Fanta off the radiator and went to throw it at my head. I put my arms up as guard, and she threw the drink all over me. So as you can probably imagine, I wasn't too happy, you know, soaked in fucking Fanta in bed, you know, not the best things to be doing. So she went back in the room. I'm pissed off, you know, I'm not happy, you know, I'm angry. I'm like, boy, like in my head, I'm thinking, why the fuck she just done that? You know, there's no need for it. I've done nothing wrong. Just to express my concerns. And I'll do the next part in a minute. It's going to cut me off after 4 minutes. So obviously she's thrown the can at me. It's gone everywhere. I've then picked up the can and I'm like, "You know what? I'll just tip the can over her then. Like, play at her own game." The can was empty. So obviously, as you can imagine, I'm not very happy. You know, I'm in a bit of a rage, a bit pissed off. So I goes in the frame and her pipe for her CPAP machine was sat on a chair. So I picked it up, wrapped it around my hands, and I was like, I'm really tempted to break this fucking pipe, this plastic tube. And I didn't. You know, I threw it up in the air, and obviously it dropped back down, and it touched her. Didn't hit her, it touched her. As it went back down, it went up in the air, and then obviously went back down. And I turned around and said, "You need that or you're going to die." And then I said, It was out of order, and I know that. And I said, well, it'd be better, wouldn't it? Because it pissed me off. And I don't condone what I said. I absolutely don't. And I've admitted, I've made a mistake. I shouldn't have said it. It was out of anger. I shouldn't do it. Went back into the bedroom, and then at 2:30, police turned up. And then they came into the bedroom about 3:15, and I got arrested. She got me arrested for assault, criminal damage, and threats to kill. So, yeah, that is literally the story of what happened that night. But she's not telling everyone that she threw the can at me. So it's made me look like a dickhead, made me look like a monster, when actually, if they realised what had happened, what had instigated the whole thing, I think people would have a different aspect. Okay, yes, what I did was wrong, absolutely, and I don't deny it, and, I've owned it. I've owned what I've done. But she hasn't. She hasn't told people that she went to throw a can at me, and then poured the whole fucking can over me and over the bed. She hasn't told people that. And that's my problem, is there's two sides to this story. She's only telling one side. Because had she not threw that can over me, this wouldn't have happened. And this is my point. I'm being blamed when actually we're both to blame. This is the point. She's not mentioned what she did that instigated it all, and this is what I'm saying. It's one-sided. If she hadn't thrown the can all over me in the bedroom, I wouldn't have even left that bedroom. I'd have been going to bed. This is the problem. And this is what I'm saying. Like, it's so unfair. I'm being treated like I've done everything wrong. I'm the monster. I'm the devil. I'm this, that, I'm other. But it's not. And this is what I'm saying. It's not fair. To be fair, there's not much I can do. I mean, I'm in 40 grand in debt now, so I gotta try and fucking sort that out now. She's left me with fucking nothing. Literally rinsed me dry. So I've got to try and sort that out now. I mean, obviously, she's literally like, she was like, oh, get this, get that. So obviously we went, so I don't know if you know, we went to Paynton, and we were meant to be there for 2 nights, and she basically booked 5. And as you can imagine, we were there for no money, so she was like, oh, we'll get loans out in your name, it's not a problem, I can't get anything, but we can get it out in your name. So she got all that. And also, I don't know if you're aware, I don't know if you still are aware, do you know we went to Newquay, and obviously I remember that you paid for those 2 nights to stay there. She paid for another 2 nights, because her words were, Becky's paid for 2, I'll use that money to pay for another 2. So obviously we had money saved up to go. And she was like, yeah, I'll just use that to pay for another 2 nights. So we actually stayed there for 4. And then she got screwed over because something came out of her bank, so she didn't have nothing. So she relied on me again. So I had to try and find some money. Yeah, I'm like 40 grand in debt now because of it all. I'm not saying it's all her fault, it's not. But, when she's booking extra time without me even like saying, yeah, okay, she was like, yeah, I've just booked 2 extra nights. What am I supposed to do? Can't do fuck all. So yeah. Screwed me right over now. But yeah, I'm getting back on my feet. I got my job still, luckily, because I've been off for 3 months. My mental health's been really bad. So I've been off for 3 months. And I went back Friday. Didn't go yesterday because I felt really shit at the way that Wendy was speaking about me, and in fact now she's basically turned around and said that basically she's trying to use the child, the baby, against me.
Trigger warning.
One of her TikToks was like, at the end she was like, well, if you're not going to do it for me, do it for the baby. And I was like, wow, I'm getting help with my mental health and I'm taking medication, and you're doing nothing about yours. So yeah, that broke me. My heart sank. My heart broke when she fucking said that on the TikTok. I can't explain to you how upsetting it was. It was like fucking, she just ripped my heart out. The thing is, she's still scamming people, but it's like, she's been saying for the past week, as I'm talking to Anna, that was on the live as well, just a second ago, and she's been saying she's got no gas and electric and stuff, but she's been saying to them she's on a meter and she's got no credit. She's not even on a meter. She's on quarterly and she doesn't pay her bill, and they can't cut her off because she's got 2 kids. She's been saying that she's got no Wi-Fi, but we paid the Wi-Fi before I left. So she's like, she needs apparently £60 for the Wi-Fi. And I'm like, well, no, you don't, because I paid it before I left. And your Wi-Fi is only $24.99 a month. So she's still doing it now. She's got a fridge, freezer. So obviously, do you know you bought the freezer? She already had one. She didn't tell me until the day it was coming that apparently you bought us another freezer. So she already had one. And then about a month ago or so, she went and bought an American fridge freezer on Facebook. And she's filled it. It's all filled. Cupboards are filled. Fridge freezers all filled. Yeah, so she's still doing it. And, I know we have needed help. Generally, we have needed help. We haven't had food and things like that. And we have had to limit what we can have so that the kids can have food. But the fact that she's been doing it and she's still doing it, and it puts me in an uncomfortable position because I don't know what I can do. I'm kind of just like, okay, well, what can I do? I'm not the one that sat on the lives. What can I do? I'm doing my own thing. I'm on the PC doing my own thing. There's nothing I can do. I can't tell her no, she can't do it. And she makes out that I've been telling her this, that, and the other, and actually, no. I let her get on with it, She's making me out that I'm controlling and I'm coercive. No, I'm not at all. Yes, we've had our arguments, and I've told her she's taking the piss out of me and stuff, but she's making it out to be a lot worse than it is, and I'm being dragged through the dirt now because of it. Yeah, so she had the money for 2 nights, because we specifically had the money for 2 nights, and obviously when she said that you were paying for the Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, she was like, I'm booking Friday, the other 2 nights. So she booked 4 nights. I didn't do anything, obviously. No, obviously you booked the 2 nights, and obviously sent her over the stuff for it, and then she went onto the thing, and she was like, yeah, I'm booking 2 more with the money that we had, so we're staying there for 4. I was like, okay, what can I do? She was pregnant. We lost it. If there's any questions or anything you want to ask, please do ask, because I'm a little bit stuck on it. If you know what you want to ask, I'm quite happy to answer it. Because, she's lied about the gas and electric, she's lied about the rent, she's lied about the bailiff and all sorts, so, yeah, obviously we had a bailiff, but, obviously we did have that bill. She still has that, we still have that bill technically, because it's in my name as well. But no, we did eventually sort out a payment plan for it. And she just kept going on about, we'll see if they can help us. And I'm like, look, you want a payment plan? It took us a while to get that sorted, but we did. And yeah, her rent, she doesn't pay full rent, and she hasn't for a while because we got our arrears paid for us, and then they paid... So what they did is that she was getting $585 for rent from obviously benefits. So what Citizens Advice did is they topped it up. So we had to pay the $585, and they paid him a lump sum of like $3,000, I think it was. So they paid the top up to the £900 from the $585. So they paid all that extra on top to the landlord. And she was only paying the $585. But now she's going to find herself screwed because she hasn't been paying it. And obviously I'm not there. So I'm not taking no responsibility for it now. Absolutely none. She decided not to pay it and, left herself in the shit. And then with her gas and electric, she's on quarterly meter. And she hasn't been paying it. Even though I've been telling her to pay it. She's like, nah, it's not a priority bill. I don't need to pay it. It's fine. They can't cut us off. There's kids here. So she doesn't have a meter or anything. So when she claims she needs gas and electric, she doesn't. Because she is on a quarterly meter. A quarterly thing. Like, obviously, it's not a meter, but obviously it comes through every 3 months. But she's not been paying it. She can go online and pay it at any time, but she chooses not to. So the debt just gets higher and higher and higher. Because she won't do it. Well, to be fair, it's like this week. Obviously, I haven't been there for a week. But I went into her live yesterday and the day before. I've been ghosting it, so I haven't actually been in the live itself, so she can't see me. And she's been claiming she's got no gas and electric. And she's got no internet. And she's got no phone credit and nothing. And I'm just fucking laughing to myself. People have been gifting her left, right and centre, like, stupidly. and I was speaking to someone else called Emma who's been gifting her as well, and giving her money and whatnot. And I said to Emma, I said, obviously, she said she's been gifting her and giving her money and stuff. And I was like, what's she been asking for? And she was like, oh, apparently she's got no gas and electric. She's on the last little bit on her meter. And I'm like, she ain't even got one. She doesn't have a gas and electric meter. She's on quarterly, so she's not got like the smart ones. So she doesn't have that. So that's bollocks. I said, and B, she can't be running out of internet in the home because we paid the bill just before I left. So I know she's got internet. Fair enough, her phone might be dead, but she's got internet. And apparently she spent £120 on food the other day. Somebody sent her an Iceland's delivery of £70 worth of stuff, and then somebody else did a food shop order for her. And apparently yesterday she's been saying, oh, she's got enough food for a week. So she's really going to shoot herself in the foot if she carries on doing it, because people are starting to wake up now. And Emma's seen it for herself tonight. So she knows she's literally doing everything she can. She's lied to people about what happened with the incident, because she's not telling people what she did at the beginning. And she's lying about what Emma was saying that in her live, like, she's saying she's got no food. Apparently she's got 2 big boxes of crisps and she can see it in the live. But she doesn't take it. She's got a wish list and she's not taking it off the list. She's keeping it on there. Emma's pissed off as well, to be fair. Yeah, no doubt she'll go scamming people again or some bullshit, probably saying about Colton's past and all that crap to get what she can out of them. Guaranteed. Well, that's what the hospital...
Thank you for the gifts, guys. Right. We'll take a break for a second because that's a lot of voice notes. What's everyone's thoughts in the box?
Thank you for the gifts.
Yeah, thank you very much for the gifts. That's not why we're here, but we do appreciate them. Thank you so much. But yeah, we're not here for the gifts. Bless you all.
They make my blood absolutely boil. I can't stand the 2 of them. Honestly.
Can I just say thank you? My comments don't work, but thank you so much for gifts. You really don't have to, but I can't comment in this live.
It's all right, Ruthie, my love. Sorry, Kelly, continue, my darling.
No, I was just saying, as I said in the comments, they refuse to pay the bills, but they expect everything on a silver platter. It doesn't work like that. Life doesn't work like that. You go out, you work, you pay for your bills. You don't just sit there begging on live day in, day out. Oh, I need this, I need that. Go out and earn it, just like everybody else in the world.
Exactly. They were exactly the same back in the flat. You know, they paid no rent, trashed the place, broke windows, broke the doors, ruined the flooring, and then, you know, had the audacity to try and complain that the landlord refused to do anything. Oh, he won't fix a window. Why should he fix a window? You've damaged it. It's no different if you were in a council property. If you have damaged that window, you have to replace that window. You know, he's not made of money. He's not there to clean up all your little mishaps. But, you know, they were basically squatting there. And still all they did was moan that, you know, they claimed he didn't do anything. And we've got all the proof. In fact, we've got some little screenshots of messages from Wendy, where Wendy was speaking to Becky, I believe it was, asked to borrow money for bottled water because she'd had a flood in the flat. Okay, darling. And all she's doing is mouthing off about the landlord. He don't care. He's leaving us without water. We're having to do this. We're having to do that. And I've actually got copies of his messages just to prove otherwise. So, you know, they expect everything given to them while they do nothing back. They want to just sit there on the backside and have everything given to them.
I also just want to put it out there as well that Jareth will sit there on live and act like he knows every bit of the law and like he knows everything to anything. Like he has to have the answer to everything. Like a child. Oh, we can't do that. Bailiffs can't come to my door. Yes, they can. Has to be. The judges don't sign court writs anymore. Yes, they do. He's just got an answer to everything, and this is what just it boils my blood because he just can't take anything. It's got to be a bite back answer. It's got to be, well, no, this has got to happen. No, this has got to happen. No, this has got to happen. just shut up and listen to what people are telling you.
It's his favourite excuse when he's been shown to be the fool that he is. For instance, the electrics. He claimed for ages that the landlord boasted all the time that he'd never had the electrics checked and done all that. So I got hold of a copy of the electrical certificate, which is on my page, proving that he had a 5-year electric certificate, that they only need to be done every 5 years. So he claimed, oh, no, that's fake. That's the only thing he can do. That's the only thing he can say. When you have evidence to prove what he's saying is completely wrong, that's all he can come out with. Oh, that's fake. I don't think it's fake.
No. Right. Here we go. Sorry to be a pain. Are you able to lend us 20 till Jareth's payday so we can go to Asda and get some diesel and get water for the toilet for Colton? I can't
It
find
says at the top there that we've had a massive flood in our bathroom, so that's why she's asking for money. That's all right.
Thank you for pointing that out. And then obviously Becky did. Still no water. Landlord don't even give a shit. I can't do dishes. It's freezing. No heating. Can't use toilet. Colton's anxiety is through the roof. Bowels are bad. He's in bags. Poor lad. Bugger knows how I'm doing. Kids and RT with no plates. It's frustrating. Sorry, needed to vent. That was to Becky.
Can we just look at the times of those as well a minute, Christina, before we go on to the next one? Oh, yeah. Obviously, her asking, 11:15 is when she's saying she's had this massive flood the night before. And it's 3:00 when she's going the next day where she's saying the landlord don't even give a shit. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys before you see the response from the landlord.
Yeah. And then here is the landlord.
So what time was that at the top where she's messaged him? I can't quite see it. There you go, 10:15. So she's messaged Becky within an hour of letting him know that there was a flood.
And as you can see, just going on the school run, we'll be back for 9:15. Hey Dean, any idea when you'll be over? I've had to fork out around £30. She hasn't had to fork out, Becky did. £30 for bottles of water and wet wipes. And obviously you can see that I'm not going to read that out loud. I'm not going to read that out loud. I'm not embarrassing him. I've had to borrow that money, which is going to make me short. I can't, and she didn't even pay Becky back. I can't even do the dishes. I need the water for a child. When it plays. Hey Wendy, I'm really sorry it's taken a while. We're hoping to get away in between meetings, but some have been cancelled and some have been brought forward. Can you take a picture of under the sink just so I can get an idea of what's happened and hopefully get the part on the way?
And that's at 2:05 in the afternoon. So bear in mind, obviously he does also have a full-time job as well, so he was trying to get the parts.
Yeah. I believe the pipe from the tap has come off. Needs to be solved today. I can't go without running water. So once again, she hasn't sent a picture.
That voice note has nothing on it. I don't know what happened there, but I pressed it just to prove there was nothing on it.
No, it'll be sorted today one way or another.
Just let you know, it's gone down to Tony's and it's gone downstairs again.
So that's literally, this message below is 10 minutes later.
Sorry to be on your case, but I have one bottle of water left, no money, no. Anxiety is through the roof because he can't go to the toilet and he needs to. He's a bad to clean using wet wipes. It's so cold about heating. I thought this would be sorted first thing. Would you like me to ring the plumber and send you an invoice? Sorry, this is an emergency. Did you just come? I'm over the library. We've got toilet facilities.
There you go. So she's claiming to Becky that somebody is having to do his business in a bag. No, it's not. The library is literally next door to the block of flats. So they were going over there and using the toilet.
Yeah.
Nice try.
All done, Wendy. I need to get a new, when I get some taps and bath panel and when I will be over to fit. Does that sound like a landlord that doesn't give a shit?
Yeah, fixed by 4:30 the next day. Now, obviously, when they had the flood, it was 10:15 at night. He instantly got on the phone to them, talked them through how to turn the water off because there's nothing he can do at that time of night. There's nowhere he can go to get the parts that's open at that time of night. And he wasn't able to get over to them straight away. But he got there as quick as he could. She was nagging every 5 minutes. There were phone calls as well in between those messages. So, and he responded each and every time. So, you know, that does not show that the landlord doesn't give a shit, as she puts. Even with council, I think anybody, when there's works being done in the area, have you been there without water for 8 hours and they tell you, fill up your kettles and a couple of pans, got to turn the water off? Happens to everybody at some point.
Exactly.
It's not the end of the world. You don't die from having no water for a few hours. Do you know what I mean? He sounds like a really decent landlord. Yeah, he is. He is a decent landlord. Till someone said something, then was instantly offering.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. They need to do the second option.
Sorry, my comment was about the Chinese that they were having in the car.
Huh?
Is that what you're talking about in the chat? Is that why it's all a bit confusing?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Oh, yeah, if you go back a bit, they were in the car opposite the flat eating without giving the little one any. Oh, well, that's the thing, though. They did give the little one some afterwards, because Jareth said on his live, me and Wendy are having some Chinese. She's in getting it. Blake's in the back. He won't be having any, because apparently he's eating loads with his dad, so he doesn't need it. Now, because I think Wendy may have been watching us while she was in the Chinese, because as soon as she come back to the car, they commented on us saying that. Oh.
Speaking of Chinese, I'd just like to prove this. I was right the whole time. Where is it?
All I did was repeat what he'd said. So lo and behold, something to eat. And he ate it, so he clearly couldn't have had that much that he was stuffed full.
I don't have it on here. Damn it.
They generally say, fill your bath with water's going off for the day. Exactly, Angie, exactly. It's not an end of the world emergency. You know, it happens all the times when you get burst pipes and things like that. That is life. Things don't get fixed instantly. But, you know, I think hats off to him for being out there the very next day. Do you know what I mean? Mid-afternoon, and it was fixed.
Yep.
We had water switched off, a few hours due to water company doing work. No warning, we survived. Exactly, Daisy. Exactly.
Let me just find this voice.
What are we on to now then, my dear? What's next?
I don't know. There's so much. Let me have a look. Oh, once we'll go on to the Katie's one in a second. Let me just show this first, just why it's here. This is another example of them using why they need money. Now, bear in mind, just before this, Wendy had made out that her mum's cat had passed away, and they couldn't get no money, so they used this instead.
Doing nothing.
Is there anyone that could possibly help us start so we can get some money for the tag and diesel so that we can just go out and have a bit of a mental state?
Before I carry on, now bear in mind, at this point, she has already told her live that she is going over to her mum's. She's done her hair and her makeup, and she's already told the live that she's going out to her mum's in half an hour. But now, magically, she needs the money for it. But they'd already planned this before they had any money.
Because even just going to my mum's. Hi, Claire.
So even just going to her mum's, now bear in mind, as I just mentioned, they'd already told the live they were going to her mum's because her mum's cat had passed away. So they made plans to go see her mum, but had no money to go and do it. So after telling the whole live that they're going to her mum's, she then, once they realised that no one was really interested, she then turned around and said that she needs money for the ferry and to get there. So there's another example that she used. Let's have a look. Another one where Jareth outs her for scrounging.
Exactly, he shouldn't be.
So imagine if I tell them what you said to me in the car earlier on.
Oh, and what did I supposedly say to
You know
you in
exactly
the
what
car?
you said in the car.
What did I say?
I'm going to message Lou and ask her if I can borrow £100.
What did I say?
To get you pound money. And you can't even deny it.
Okay, Jareth.
They didn't, Gingerbread, no.
Brutally.
And I can prove you have got money.
I have got money, I've got £100.
Exactly. So why are you scamming money when you've got money? Exactly.
Because that's got to last us 3 weeks.
Well, that's your fault, isn't it?
No, it's your fault, because you were saying, oh, let's go get
No,
this.
my
let's
fault.
go
You've
get
got
that,
£75
let's go get
fucking internet bill, wasn't it? Because you haven't been paying it. Whose fault is that? Not mine.
I paid it yesterday.
You paid it today because you got cut off.
Yeah, this morning. At +2. Exactly, he shouldn't be.
So imagine if I tell them what you said to me in the car earlier wrong.
Sorry, I got carried away reading something else. But yeah, you know, so yeah, she got £100 off one of her mods, and she'd already had 100 in the bank. And when we started out in them, this was their threats.
I ever meet any of them, I'm knocking the fucking lot of them out. I don't give a fuck who they are and who they've got behind them. I'll fucking spark a lot of them, cunts.
So he said he was going to spark us out, and that was in response to when he did this one.
Because she's hiding behind her man. Absolutely. They're all the same. They're all big. They're all high and mighty because they're on a screen. But I guarantee you, if you met any one of them, they'd shit their pants. Keyboard warriors, absolutely.
Sorry, again, I got carried away. So we would shit our pants, apparently.
Yeah, he is all big talk. The amount of times he says, oh, the next time I see the landlord, you know, I'm going to break his legs or I'm going to knock him out. Well, he's had plenty of opportunities and he's never done nothing. So, funny that.
Yeah.
All bark and no bite, as they put it.
Yeah. He is weak, though. He is. I do have a video. I forgot to put it on my my page of him actually standing at the bottom of the flats with Wendy voice noting. He was voice noting Wendy, and he was crying, saying, "Please let me up. It's really cold." I have another video of him crying because Wendy kicked him out. He was crying in the car on camera while on live. Yeah, he was told that M&A would meet him, and he soon shut up. Yeah, that's correct. That's why he responds to hiding behind their man, because, you know, unlike Wendy, we have supportive partners that won't let any man talk to us like a piece of shit. Oh, run, he might hit me with a Christmas tree. Gingerbread. Oh, that was funny. But yeah, it's, I mean, there's so many we could show that just where he thinks he's the dog's bollocks, you know.
Yeah, I do agree with you that we should show Katie's ones, because they've not been brought up on a live before, so they'd be a good one to put out there.
We do. Actually, that's a very good point. Let me get onto the tablet and show that. Sorry, you can see I'm obsessed with Halloween and Christmas right now. Right.
Oh, me no. Wendy will be behind him in the goggles so she can see.
Stop it. Stop it. You'll make me get my goggles out. Behave. Right, let's find... Oh, it's the voice note, isn't it? Sorry, guys. It's the voice note. Bear with me. Right. So play the voice note first, and then we'll play the videos. Right. Here it is.
So basically, I don't know whether you was in the live when I...
What I'm going to do is put the phone down because it's a 6-minute long one. And then we'll go back to the video. I can't hold my phone and that for that one. Sorry guys.
It's alright, we'd rather look at your pretty face anyway.
But they're making a load of shit up. So basically, last year, when Colton's...
Katie, do you want to jump in the box? While we're showing your stuff. Before I play anything. I'll get myself comfortable while you're commenting or requesting or... Thank you, but as you can see, it's all falling down. Let me just invite Katie. There she is.
Oh. Hi, Katie Han.
Hello.
Right, should we play these, or do you want to talk first? Play these first?
No, play them first.
What am I doing? I've got to click something else, right?
Dad was out on bail. Bear in mind, he was on bail from February all the way to September. Colton wouldn't go out. Now, you know what Colton's like at the moment. And I wanted to arrange something so that he could smile, so I fundraised, and everyone knew what it was for. I fundraised for us to go away for the weekend, and that was when I was with Blake's dad. And I raised enough money to go on holiday with him for the weekend. With him, Blake, James as well, which is Blake's dad, and myself. Back then I was talking to my mum. So mum had the dog. And obviously I didn't have the cats then. And we went away. And basically what happened, everyone was fine. And they're making it out to be like I'm some sort of bad person. Anyway, I got to the hotel, and I think I still got the email with the pictures on, because I remember showing Jareth not long ago. We got to the hotel, and oh my God, it was vile, mate. So, I mean, I'm not ungrateful. I'll happily accept a rose in a bloody, in a live and be grateful.
Let's stop you there for 1 sec.
Yeah.
I have got all the pictures still, actually, that she sent me. And then I sort of responded with, well, if the room's that bad, you need to go to the reception and explain, because my lot ain't going to be happy that they've donated to you going away for the weekend and you're just going to walk out the hotel. So she then sent me an email that she had sent to head office because the receptionist wouldn't give them the money back. It was basically like it or lump it, supposedly. And she sent me the email that she sent to head office saying it wasn't in a livable condition. And they turned around and said basically that they weren't getting their money back, and they'd give them back I think it was £20 courtesy thing. And without a doubt, you know what happened. She then went somewhere else and checked in there for a further, was it 4 days, babe? Yeah, I think it was 4 days. She checked in somewhere else and miraculously got money donated to her from someone else. So I'll let you carry on the voice note.
Okay, thank you for that.
For anything, as you already know. And we got there and the net curtains were ripped, which, whatever, not bothered about that. But it was one of those old windows that go up and down, and it was jammed. And you couldn't close it, and you couldn't try and open it to close it even more. And Blake obviously was 5 because it was before his 6th birthday, and I was scared for the life of me that he would fall out of it. Anyway, that wasn't the only problem. There was loads of cigarettes stumped out by the window where people had smoked in the room, and they'd put them out in the window groove. And I was like, right, fine. Anyway, we threw back the duvet, just to see whether it was clean bedding. And what was on the bedding, Blake?
Blood.
Blood and?
Shit.
Poo, mate, poo. Anyway, that wasn't the end of it, mate. The bed had loads of, the base had loads of holes in. All right, fair enough. There was no hot water. The kettle had mould in. The TV was there, but there was no lead to it, no remote. The toilet, oh my God, it was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. There was a hole in the ceiling. There was a hole in the wall. The only thing that was decent there was the bunk beds, but even they were wobbly. So, the beds for Colton and Blake were fine, but just wobbly. I would have put Blake on top so that all the weight's on the bottom of Colton.
How old was Colton when that happened?
Colton would have been 14. It was before his 15th birthday. Oh. But anyway, went downstairs. Oh, and there was no towels. Went downstairs, complained to see if I could get a different room. And it was foreign people. Now, I've got nothing against foreign people, but they played the language barrier card, as in they couldn't understand me. And they basically said, go back to room. Anyway, went back up to the room, sat down on the bottom bunk, and was speaking to Jay, which was my partner at the time. And he was like, we can't stay as, we can't physically stay here. We're not sleeping in a dirty bed. We don't know who's been in it prior. We don't even know if there's bed bugs on it or anything. So we decided to say we were going to go home. Now, obviously, for all the people that have donated, just as much as I've done to you, with the presents and stuff and the decorations for the kids' birthday, we went live. Or, we went on a call with you. And I had two people, and it was Katie and, I can't remember what the other one was called. Oh, my God. It'll come to me in a minute, hopefully. Anyway, people in the live were like, you're so ungrateful, you're going home when people's paid all this money. And I went, it's fine, I'll send it all back to you. Anyway, the woman, not Katie, the other woman, was like, it's fine, I can send you the money for another hotel. Something over the lines of that. And I was like, no, we're going home. Anyway, she was adamant. So she did. She sent it by PayPal. And we went Travelodge because it was the only one available at the time in the area. So we paid for Travelodge, showed them on live that we had paid for Travelodge, and they just turned against me. Now, bear in mind, Travelodge was cheaper than what the woman sent me. I can't remember what she sent me now. It was over a year ago. But I remember saying to her, and it's on the message, I remember saying to her, do you want the rest of the money back? And her response was, no, spend it on the kids. No, anyway, went on holiday, was going live with the other half when we were doing late night walking and stuff like that. Showing them all the lights and all that kind of stuff. And then I got home, and oh my God, the hate I got was incredibly off these people that have donated. It was crazy. Anyway, I'll come off TikTok for months, absolute months, because they drew me out, they drove me off TikTok. I couldn't cope, with everything that was going around at the time. I just couldn't deal with it. Gone on a profile, streamed me on TikTok, saying, I'm some sort of scammer, that I'll never prove anything. Excuse me. Putting my wish list of all my food on their fucking... Oh, bless me, excuse me. Putting my wish list with the food and that on it, streaming it on TikTok and that. Saying that I'm a scammer. Now, no offence, right, but if I'm a scammer, why would I be putting tins of...
Wrong voice note. There is another voice note regarding that. She did state, I can't find it right now, she did state that she was getting death threats and people were threatening to come to her door, so she's going to have to move because she's petrified and terrified of people coming to her door.
So she didn't tell me about the travel lodge premiering, whatever. James went live and they were down like an amusement fairground sort of thing. So I knew that they were away, but then it started after that they only had enough money to pay for the hotel. They then needed more money for food, so then people were giving money for food. And then I'm sure they actually came back a day earlier. And then this is when we found out that the lady that actually did send all the money actually gave her money that was meant for her own children. And she risked losing her own, trigger warning, her own children due to this. And that's where the the screenshots come up of all the bank stuff because she messaged me in confidence, shouting for help, really. It was when it was it cost of living? Was it cost of living money? Yeah, cost of living money was going in, and it was to have a bathroom put in for a disabled son. And Wendy ended up taking the whole lot of it. And if it was death threats, that was not from me. I did end up speaking out because I went in for quite a big operation. Wendy didn't believe it was true, so I had to send a proof of me being in hospital. And then she actually wished that on me on the operating table. And it was just about 2-3 days after that I did my first live out in her. And then that's where it's all spiraled out of control from there. It's been going on for 3 years now? I mean, I first met her, I was actually on a live myself, because I used to go live quite a bit. She jeweled me, wanted to do some games. She fed me the load of crap that she always feeds everyone. So I battled her to try and get her some money together for the kids, as usual. And then it was like every hour she was trying to go live. And obviously she was getting money left, right and centre then. But yeah, I mean, I could write a book about it. She's terrible.
She'll never stop.
No. I mean, I do know that the mother, I don't know how to put this to make it friendly, has a bit of an addiction. So money that was going the first time round was feeding that. Wendy was spending a lot of time at the mother's, which now we know why. And that's when she did what she did to James and was chatting to that other guy, Dave. We were all quite good friends to start off with. And then it seemed like once David got his foot in the door, Wendy just spiraled out of control.
It seems to be that everyone seems to be friends with her before she's exposed. It seems to be the people that used to be friends with her that raised the awareness, because I think because we get so deep into it, we kind of see it.
Well, she had the backdrop on of my son SA, if you want to know, and not being funny. If that was me and my child had been through that, why the hell would I sit on a social media platform and portray that to everybody? It's got nothing to do. I mean, I can sit here and say there's probably about 4 people on my TikTok that actually know me in real life. You wouldn't sit there and say all of that. Because one, you're at risk of the person finding it out, and you're at risk of it, causing more problems. And 2, about the security of your own children.
Oh yeah, and the fact that she mentions it, why he's in the room also, so she constantly brings it up around him, and if it's it's going to affect him what happened, and you wouldn't keep bringing it up.
Ongoing, and I thought to myself, I do really feel sorry for him. And the icing on the cake was she did the famous sitting in the kitchen right by the fridge. And I think one of the kids went to the fridge and got something out, and the fridge was absolutely full of stuff. And she claimed she had no money and she was hungry, right? But she had the camera on the table and the camera dropped and she was eating a kebab. And I got slandered that I said that all the money went on takeaways when I saw it from my own eyes. That's what I said to her. I said, you're asking people for money and you're sitting there eating takeaways. No, I'm not. And I saw it from my own eyes, and so did everyone else in the live. But then she, as she said, she came off of TikTok, and the place was lovely for about 6 months. And then she came back with a different account and still dragging my name through the mud. And I was getting the hate texts and people messaging me on here and threatening me this, threatening me that. But it's because I caught her out. You know, and hats off to you lot, and I do feel really sorry for you, but I feel like a little bit of a backseater now, because it all went on with me, and then it all died down, because that's the thing with Wendy. She would sit there and say, blah, 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 blah. She'll block you all, create another account, we'll all go back in there, find out, and she'll get a whole new different audience, and then she does it all again, and do you know what I mean? So it's like, it is a vicious circle.
I think
it is. The difference this time is we're not going anywhere. We are aware that they're going to be back.
There was only me and Disney that were really sort of talking about it, and the lady that did actually send all that money, which is on my video, she took a step back and wanted me to speak on her behalf, because she's very vulnerable, you know. So I was just saying to people, you know, send me over what you got, I'll put videos out. And then obviously my videos were getting taken down, and I was getting warnings left, right and centre, and this is my only account, and I've had it from day one, and I'm sort of a little bit, you know, and I don't have screen recordings and things like you girls have, so, you know, hats off to you.
Yeah, we've been building our catalogue of stuff. So between me and Christina and the lovely Kate and Kelly, we've got quite a bit between us. But this is why we will live stream certain things but not have it on the page, because then it can't be reported.
True, yeah.
It's the easiest way. I mean, Jareth has tried to have my account. They had my first account taken down, admittedly, but I was new to TikTok. I didn't understand the rules, so yeah, I had violation after violation. I know how to work TikTok now. I mean, he's been on and boasted out, oh, he's going to have my account shut down, and he's mass reported 16 of my videos. The only thing that came out of that is 6 of my videos were restricted from the FYP. That is it. I didn't get one warning, one violation. I have one now, which isn't a violation, so it's guaranteed to be reinstated again, because there is nothing. So, but, you know.
There's also, like, other things, like, she obviously was worrying about money, and my partner bent over backwards to try and get her everything that she should have had. You know, and what did she say to you about council tax? This council tax business got my back up, because she wasn't paying any council tax because she didn't work. And if you don't work, you don't have to pay council tax. And then she was saying that her rent was something, and then slipped up to my other half, and it was being paid for by her benefits. So, and this is where she's not doing very well with the Jareth situation with the lying, because she shoots herself in the foot, because she will say one thing to one person and forget what she's saying to the other. And, you know, you lot sitting here talking about things, it then brings back my conversations with her, and it's just the same shit over and over again with a different person. But anyway, I'm going to shut up now.
Oh, you're absolutely fine, Katie. It's lovely to hear from someone new.
It's nice to hear someone else's point of view, actually, that dealt with it first, to be fair, because obviously originally it was her scamming you guys first. So it's interesting for
so
how it
basically,
first ever started.
Yeah, we basically got Katie, who was the first one there doing it, then Christina, who did it, then me, and now we're all together. You've all joined me and stepped back in for a minute, so that's nice.
Yeah. No, honestly, it's nice listening to you talk about it, to be fair. I was just going through the recording to see if I had any more about that situation. So I muted myself. But no, it's nice for the chat to hear how you originally first ever come across her and stuff, and what made you feel sorry for her and so on. If you don't mind explaining just why I go through these.
How I come across her? So as I said before, I used to go live quite often. Was she in my chat? I don't know if she was in my chat or if she just jeweled me randomly, and I saw the backdrop that she had on, and I said to her, look, I've got quite a few following. If any of my guys can go out and help, go over and help, please go over and help. And it went from there, basically. But it wasn't like going live when I wanted to go live. She was messaging me like all the time. Can you go live? Can we duel? Can we battle? Can we do this? Can we do that? And then obviously because of the situation with the children, like I was just trying my hardest to get her as much help as possible. And as I say, it was a good 2 months before I started twigging that things weren't adding up. And, you know, we tried to help her with getting the right financial benefits for her, and it just got turned away. And then, yes, the Amazon wish list did get outed on my live, because why do you need, like, 500 bags of crisps? Why do you need certain things? Do you know what I mean? If you're that hungry, put stuff on there to make meals. Buy tins and whatever. There were stupid things on there. There was like toys for the kids, Christmas presents for the kids, birthday presents for the kids. Then it was the boys' birthdays coming up. They wanted to hire a hall and it was this price, and the price changed, and it just got out of control, really. And it was the holiday that topped it all off for me, because in my eyes, if someone's giving you that much money to go on holiday, or people have donated for you to go away because life's that bad as you made out, I wouldn't complain. As long as I had a bed, I'd say to him, like, can you give me some fresh linen then? But I honestly don't believe the pictures that I got were genuine, because that hotel would have been shut down. I even tried ringing the hotel myself, but no one answered, and I gave up by that time. But I have got the details of that hotel that she went to.
Yeah, I just don't think she's happy with anything she gets, though, is she? Let's be honest. She's always, you know, if she gets something, then she expects something straight after. And, you know, you don't plan on going somewhere if you can't afford it. You know, a lot of people can't go on holiday. It's disgraceful, to be fair, that she even...
I've not been on holiday for 6 years. But I wouldn't sit here and say to people, well, can you donate me £100 to go on holiday? Do you know what I mean? It's just, this is a problem with this app. It bigs up the wrong people. The genuine ones who are actually struggling don't get the help, but the people that are just out to scam you do get the help.
Yeah, very much so. And the thing is, the only reason we've got most of the evidence that we have is because they turn on each other and they out each other afterwards. So, I mean, obviously, you've heard all the voice notes from Jareth that lovely Christine has been playing, where he admits to the scamming, to all the other bits. Now, Wendy's actually asked him on a live to clarify that, and it's quite lovely, because I think Christine is going to play the little video now of him trying to justify what he was saying.
Yeah. I'll just play this 1 second just while I got the voice note up.
Okay, love.
And then I've got that up too. Just why I haven't lost it.
Absolutely fine, darling.
Just so you know, I won't be coming live for a while because it's got stupid. So a lot of people that hated me last year has literally proper ganged up, and apparently they're coming to my home this evening. Oh, I'm fucking shit scared. But it's got to the point now where we have to move because we're getting death threats and everything. Yeah, thank you for everything that you've done. I'll always be here on WhatsApp if you want to chat to me and stuff. Yeah.
Also claiming that she was getting death threats, but she thought it was okay to leak someone else's address, even though she knows what it feels like to have threats. But yeah, I just have to play that just a sec. Oh, I know she's in it because I saw her fake account join. Let's change camera.
Can I just say then, if you are in here, Wendy, I will never ever stop, darling, and I never ever sent you threats. It was the other way around, sweetheart. Oh, and by the way, I'm still breathing. Sorry about that.
Can we all just appreciate the pause? You know, just
right up his nose from here.
Hmm?
I can see right up his nose from here.
Do you like it?
It's not a pretty sight. All right, we don't need a close-up.
We do. What do you mean? You know you love it.
To this, that, and the fucking other, right? But bearing in mind the context of all this, right? That video was me 3 days after I was arrested for the incident that happened at the house. But bearing in mind, as far as I was concerned, my relationship was over and done. So yeah, I did go live and I did say this, that, and the other because I knew it would piss her off. That was my intention, and I've said that in the video. If you actually watch the full video, I literally said to her, I know I can do this because I know it's going to piss her off and I know she's watching, and all her cronies were recording it and sending it to her. Bearing in mind that was most of the group that tried to out us, which didn't work. So I will clarify, a lot of that was said 3 days after I was arrested and our relationship was literally over. So I was pissed off and angry, so of course I said things. They might be true, they might not be true. Bear in mind, I don't even know what the video even says because I haven't watched it.
It was, you say that on the scale.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know specifically what was said, you know, but that was months and months and months ago. We did have a falling out, you know. Yes, I was arrested. Yes, I was released. Yes, I didn't get charged. Yes, we're together. Yes, the kids are here. You know, and you guys doing all this actually is making our relationship stronger rather than weaker. You're trying to push us apart, whereas all you're doing is pulling us together. So you can keep posting videos from 7, 8, 9 months ago. Doesn't bother me. It makes you look stupid because you're bringing up the past. The video of me, you know, doing what I did at the flat, right? We've moved on. We're way past that stage. You can keep bringing it up. It's not going to solve a purpose. Bloody puzzle thing. Oh, I don't care. Well, you can post what you want about me. I mean, I've seen, apparently somebody's been able to get pictures of me when I was little. Crack on. I don't give a fuck. You're talking 20 years ago, 15, 16 years ago. And yeah, Wendy is right. I will clarify one thing. There is...
The video is restarting now, Christina.
Sorry.
That's him trying to clarify all his confessions. What did he actually clarify there? They might be true, they might not be. That don't clarify nothing. Which speaks volumes to me more than anything. That he was telling the truth, but he can't say that in front of Wendy because she'll wallop him one. Is that your lovely leg I'm looking at, Christina? Oh, there she is.
No comment, I was trying not to show my toes.
Oh yeah, don't do that. I've got a foot phobia.
What? I don't like feet, they're horrible, ugly things. Right, I'm just trying to find another one of Jareth. He says that he did it to wind up Wendy, right? But you got to remember something, Jareth. You didn't know these were going to come out. Yeah. But okay. So.
There's too much detail in there for it to be lies anyway. Far too much detail. Which is why he couldn't clearly say in that video that it was a lie, that he made it up to wind her up, because there's too much detail and he would make himself look even more stupid.
Well, exactly. But, you know, just a reminder, Jareth, that this was apparently for you to annoy Wendy.
No more than...
No, don't want to play? Okay.
Most of the people on there know. And it's so difficult for me to keep my mouth shut and not say anything. But, you know, what she does is wrong. I mean, literally, she screwed Becky over for $2,500. Literally. So, you know, she's been there and done it, and she's still doing it now. She doesn't need the internet because we paid that just before I left, and it's $24.99, not $29.99 like she says. Like she needs 2 lots. She doesn't, because I paid for it. We paid for it. yeah, okay, she might need credit on her phone for £10. Yeah, that's fine. But no, she doesn't need all the stuff that she's claiming she needs. She really doesn't. She had a child benefit literally, 2-3 days ago? Of like 170 quid. So, she can't be that bad off. She did have money. She's gonna get 80 quid out of me tomorrow for me to get the laptop back. So, and she claims she's got nothing at all. Yeah, she might not have nothing now. Because I'm not there, she's not going to have that support that I would give her financially and also emotionally as well. She's doing it to herself again, and she's going to get caught out in a minute. Like Becky, she screwed over big time. Becky was buying stuff for us, and not stuff for us, stuff mainly for her. Like she said she had no freezer, and she did. We actually had a freezer, and she said to Becky she didn't have a freezer, and Becky bought her a brand new freezer.
Guys, pause that. Now, bear in mind, when Wendy did that voice note of her crying, saying that she has no freezer, she was in the car, so Jareth heard that because she could hear him driving.
Like, literally got his shit to her house. Bought her a table for a dining room.
Their dining room.
Gave her probably about £800 in the free ballot bank transfers and stuff. Becky gave her an awful lot, and then the agreement was to pay her back with a child benefit. And then I found out that she borrowed £10 off Becky. Was meant to be paying it back, and she didn't. So obviously Becky was like, "Where's my money? Why have you not paid it back?" And then she blocked it. Obviously because of the message, and obviously the way that it was like, obviously she's not paying her, so she blocked her. And I was like, well, I can't do it. I'm not getting the blame for it. I'm not getting involved. So obviously I did, but I'm not getting involved with it. I'm not being dragged into it. She's had an argument with it. That's not my fault. But she makes out she's so hard done by, and she's really not.
Round 2.
Brick wall.
Never mind.
Challenging for money.
Restart.
I really wish people would, understand. I wish people understood what she's actually like. She is not all sweet and innocent. She's cheated. She's lied. She used to sell herself. Even when she was with me, she was going out seeing other guys. She was like, yeah, the money's good. Yeah, the money was good. But, yeah, so she was doing it all. And obviously she turned TikTok for it instead. And she's using all them. Because we had money, because I was making money. I was working full time. I was bringing home like 12, 13 and £1,400 a month. Plus then the universal credit on top. Yeah, okay.
Are you done?
We got into rent arrears and it got a bit backed up, but that was because she was
Jenny
refusing to pay it all. So when I got paid, I was paying what I could, and I literally had nothing left each month. I had nothing. And then I would have to ask her at the end of the month if I could have some money, because obviously obviously I didn't have anything. So I had to ask her for a little bit, and I felt really inconvenienced asking her. It's not something I like to do. But yeah, she was nowhere near as hard done by as she makes out. Nowhere near. I lived with her for 14 months. I really wish people would listen, but no one will listen. It's like talking to a brick wall. She's just going to have £200 from that.
Stop, Jenny.
Wow. Is she still asking for money by any chance?
I hope you'll hear that without hearing the goggles.
This is a serious awareness, guys. Behave yourselves. Goggles! So I can see when I'm underwater. Sorry. Muting.
We're not helping him. We're trying to be serious.
Sometimes you got to have a little bit of light-hearted in the middle, just to stop your tensions rising.
But they're so important to her. He's making a song. He's making a goggles song for all of you. I hope you all appreciate it.
Oh, get on.
Get my goggles out. Give me a second. Sorry, guys, to anyone who's been serious, just give us a 5-minute break. We've been at it for 2 hours.
We've been at it 3 hours.
All right, timekeeper.
Well, it's only because I just looked at the clock and thought, blimey, we've been at this 3 hours. Oh, there they are.
What is it?
Yeah, man.
Deep dive of Wendy Williams.
Hold on. We'll get there in the end.
With the goggles on. Deep dive of Wendy Williams.
See, this is where I need my other account to come on.
I can't breathe. Right.
Jen, you need to get on the teamwork chain.
Still being screen recorded. I hope you all appreciate that. It's all for you lot. Lucky I love you all, so we'll not be doing this. I'm sweating now. Right. Back to seriousness for Adam disrupted us. Jenny, you will not help in the situation. Right, are we all happy now? Can we carry on now, guys?
No, you got to do one more thing. How do they enhance your life at all?
When I go underwater, I can see.
Now I'm happy.
Right. Goggles help you not breathe. No, they don't. I'm like suffocated right here. I'll keep them on just for you lot for the last part of the. Well, I wouldn't say it's the last part. I've still got loads. Right.
Is that a hidden, Ruthie? That's something you want us to mention by any chance? Ruthie's changed her picture.
Ooh, Ruthie, you dark horse.
That's a very crafty way to tell us what you want us to do.
I'll find it. You all have a chat in there about my goggles, right?
Yeah, but you've got your goggles so you can see underwater. Now we just need to get you something so you can breathe underwater. Sorry. You did not see the eyes I just give you then, I'm sorry. Forgets I'm not on camera sometimes.
Good night, Kelly.
Good night, Cal.
Right. I have 106 likes. Someone has gone through and spam liked all my videos. Thanks, guys.
Get on. Not wrong with that. You're welcome, Rufy.
Right. Where's Rufy gone?
I don't know, but she messaged me saying thank you, so I think that is what she wanted.
Right. Sorry, Rufy.
Oh, she's back.
Can I borrow them, please, so I can play in the bath? I'll post them over to you, Angie. Can have them for that 5% of your millions. Right. You can all chat amongst yourselves.
You don't need to stay in the box if you don't want to, Katie. It's up to you.
You can stay in the comments, completely up to you. We are fine with however you want to do. Anyone else want to join the box while we're here? That knows Wendy? Or that wants to talk about Wendy? Or wants to talk about goggles? Well, I'm trying to find this video.
And do you want to get in the box? She's going to swear at me in a minute, I reckon.
You didn't win anything. Oh, that's disappointing.
Not good, is it? She's no use to us. See, I told you. At least you didn't swear at me.
Well, thanks for joining us, Katie. We really do appreciate it. Right. Should we talk about the lock on the door? I will show you all, then I'll flip myself back to my goggles. I don't need to look up my nose. Tell me when it's flipped. Flipped. Oh my god.
What?
No, 1 second. It needs to die. Oh, sorry. Trigger warning.
Oh.
Right. Technical difficulties. 1 second.
She's run away. She's got a bug in the house. A curly-wurly, my neighbour used to call them. When I was little, when I was friends with my next door neighbour, and she didn't like them. So when it was that season, our mum would go around the house going, "Is there a curly-wurly in the bedroom? Is there a curly-wurly in the bathroom?" It was actually quite annoying, really. What on earth is on my screen? Oh, my camera's on. Isn't it a good job? It's facing outwards. There we go.
I got rid of it. It's gone. Right. Back to business. Right, so as you can all see, there is a lock on the door. We'll play it again so when it goes open, you'll be able to see. There is a lock.
A very
No,
crude homemade lock, but a lock nonetheless.
And then we will prove that that is actually indeed the youngest child's bedroom. That lets me go back on the tablet instead of putting me straight on the For You page. Give me a sec. Oh dear, all these technical difficulties tonight.
Thanks, Katie, sweetheart. Much appreciated.
Yeah, we do appreciate it. Thank you for joining and explaining, obviously, your side. Just give me a sec, my tablet's froze. You know. Honestly, I wonder we're losing viewers. Right.
They're all getting worn out. We've been at it for so bloody long.
Oh no, I'm surprised half of them stayed in this long, honestly.
And we've not done even half of what we've got.
No, we might have to do a part 2 because it's nearly 11 o'clock. Right, let's refresh this. Right, open up TikTok again. Adam's having the time of his life here. I'm still here. You're not coming in the box. Don't you start, Angie. I'm trying. Right, Angie's hosting the next live. It's been made.
Get in the box and sing it.
Yeah, exactly, Angie. Get in the box and sing it. Starting on me in the comments. Right, let's find the actual... Here we are. Here we are. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Angie. Don't report my live. As you can see, Thomas the Tank Engine curtains. And that banner there is a Minecraft Happy Birthday banner that Becky bought for the youngest. So...
I do try and do a close-up of the curtains, but it was quite blurry. But you can still see that it's Thomas the Tank.
You can still see, yeah. So, what's all your thoughts on why there is a lock on the youngest child's bedroom door?
The outside, by the way, in case you're all wondering.
Sorry, Ruth.
No, it sounds like, oh, I don't know, I'm lost again. I'm going to be quiet, sorry.
No, Ruthie, you can talk. It's on the chart. Start again.
Okay.
Outside. You better stop. But yeah, Kalina can explain it more because she actually went there. If she wants to explain it, you just went up my nose.
Right. To be honest, I'm not sure what there is to explain. The picture just speaks for itself. When we went in there to obviously do the deep clean at the end once they'd gone, it was one of the first things we noticed is it had a makeshift lock on the outside of the door. And I personally cannot think of any justifiable reason that would be on the outside of a young boy's bedroom. None whatsoever. And considering, they've been going on so much about, fire risk, because obviously they had the electrical fault in the bathroom. Wow. Suspected electrical fault. I still think they did it, personally, but, my own personal opinion. But how dangerous is that, to have a lock on the outside of a young boy's bedroom? It's such a safety risk. It really, really is. But... they've been trying to claim that it is the older boy's bedroom, that he had 2 bedrooms in the end. But clearly not. He is a gamer. He's 16, he's a gamer. He is not going to be in there with Thomas the Tank curtains and a Minecraft banner. And do you know what I mean? Yeah, I dread to think what could have happened.
Can I just state, Susie, she has got social services. Her children are on a child protection plan. Yeah, sorry. her children are on a child protection plan. So they have got social services. They are reported. There's a lady called Tay who kept reporting them. I don't know where she is now, but she kept reporting them.
They are claiming that the social workers have seen it and have said it's fine, which is a load of rubbish. No social worker, no decent social worker would see that and say it was okay. If a social worker has said that, then they do not deserve to be in that job role.
Exactly. And
Not
they
at all.
did explain that it kept the cats out. Cats can't open door handles.
Well, some can. To be fair, I had a cat that could jump up and open the handle, but the easiest way to do it is you change it for a doorknob. It's so easy to do. You just change. They don't have opposable thumbs. They can't turn a doorknob, but they can sometimes jump up and pull a handle. So you don't put a lock on it. You buy a cheap doorknob and you change it over for one of those. Simple as. I had to because I got fed up with waking up with dead mice on my head. Well, that's it, yeah. Any normal person would see those red flags, exactly. So I don't believe for a second that a social worker who's out there concerned for the safety of the children would say that's okay. Not in the slightest.
Exactly. Okay, you want to say anything?
I don't think anybody else can think of any reason why. Like I said, there was no reason that come to my mind why that would be on there.
So social services have been involved for a while. Toxic. They've been involved before Jareth, and then they got involved. Your comment's been ghosted. It's me. Yeah, no. Social services have been involved for a long time. And Angie,
you must have put someone in your comment. It's me. That TikTok's not allowed. Try rewording it.
I've got to have my mic off. I've got someone skating around. Oh. There's no reason.
Fair enough.
No, there isn't. No, there's no reason. And if your child is so mental health is so bad that you're worried for their safety, you wouldn't allow them to lock them in their room either. You wouldn't allow them to lock themselves in their room either. No,
exactly. No, Angie, sweetheart. Thanks for coming in. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. As always.
As always, always lovely to see the same people pop in.
Yeah. What's happened? Oh, that's a very long story at this point. We've been on here 3.5 hours.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I feel like we need to do a part 2.
Check my page, JJ. It's all on my page.
Yeah. No, that's fine, JJ. If you give us a follow, we'll do a part 2 and we'll...
Knocked the child out of the way. Right, that's probably why it was ghosted. Yeah, probably. Because they don't want him out and about with them. They're always telling him, get in your room, get in your room. Why are you in here? When he would come into the living room. So that's probably why it was there. To stop him getting out of his bedroom.
They're originally from Plymouth, JJ. We're just doing awareness on 2 people that have been prolifically scamming over the past 3, I'd say now 3, we've been made aware. Over the past 3 years, a lady called Wendy Williams and Jareth Harrison, a gentleman, well, I wouldn't say gentleman.
Scumbag. Sorry, but he is.
Yeah, scumbag, yeah, but she's been scamming more than them. They've been using the children as a way to gain money, holidays, electrical items, Christmas presents, birthday presents, food shops, stuff for them, car battery, stuff for the car, MOTs, you name it. Let
me make this simpler for you, Christina. Everything. Yeah. They've been asking for everything because they won't pay for anything themselves. Not a thing. Other than a takeaway. That's where all their money goes, or gambling.
Yeah, they've been begging for takeaways, out with our own address on live. How long they've been together, I'm not sure. It would be nearly 2. It would be 2 years in January. But she has come on and scammed while she's been with 2 previous partners too. Eva wanted help with the bailiff bill. Yeah, that turned out to be a lie. Got the voice notes for that.
They've managed to get themselves into a 3-bed council house by scamming their old landlord and messing the flat up and claiming there was condemned electrics in the property, which they fiddled with. So, yeah, that's what a lot of people are mad about, because they got themselves into temporary accommodation and within 11 weeks, they've managed to bag a 3-bed council house. In 11 weeks, it's disgusting.
Yeah, I just had a look through the views there. I just want to ask, I won't out their name or anything or say anything like that. You private message me if you want to, and so you don't have to out yourself. There was someone in here that Wendy actually used. I'd gone into a live and I'd spoke about someone else. It wasn't actually about that person that I was talking about. And have a look on the viewing. I didn't see it. Yeah, and they actually twisted my words and had used that person as a way to threaten, said, oh, that person will come and, do you all in, colon. Just curious what you think of the situation, because I've noticed you in quite a few lives, and obviously now in this live. Were you aware that Wendy was using you to threaten people? You know who you are that I'm referring to. I won't out you. Obviously on the live, you're more than welcome to message and, answer me or put in the comments. But just curious if you knew that Wendy was using you as a way to threaten people.
That's interesting. Right. It's me's just said she has messaged me to let me know what she was trying to say on the chat, because I won't let her type it. She was basically saying that the lock could possibly be used for when Wendy was doing her OnlyFans.
Yeah.
To keep them out of the way. That's, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's just, but there's no suitable reason why you'd have a look on the outsiders. Let's be fair.
No. You wait till they're asleep. Sorry, but you want to do naughty things. You wait till they're asleep, or you put a lock on the inside of your own bedroom door. Do you know what I mean? You don't. No.
And we all know. Let's be fair. We all know that they're not shy about their adult sex life around that child.
No, exactly.
No, I didn't know anything, Christina. Well, I'd like to apologise to you then, because obviously with you being threatened against me, I then made threats back. So I do apologise for that. Obviously, I didn't know that you were aware. Wendy twisted my words. I wasn't even on about you in that live before. I was on about someone else who was actually messaging me friendly. So yeah, I'd like to apologise for that, because obviously, yeah, I assumed that you were threatening me and vice versa, and I think it got twisted because of Wendy. But no, thank you for commenting. I really do appreciate that. I have given you a follow back, and there is nothing bad I have against you ever. Just thought I'd make that clear, because Wendy has kind of shit stirred a lot between a lot of people, I think, as well.
Oh yeah, of course she will. Trying to get people on our side.
Oh, yeah.
No worries, JJ. I still have a few more bits that I will be uploading. That's not on the page yet, because we did a few new bits today. So, but yeah. Keep an eye on my page. We do update it as often as possible.
Yeah, if you will give Cleaner a Lady a follow, that'd be really appreciated. That's fine. If you give me a message, we can talk about it. Don't ever need to be embarrassed about it. At the end of the day, you're supporting family. That's what families do. And I'm sorry that you had to find out this way, should I put it, from people's lives. It's not nice hearing stuff about your own family, is it? So I do apologise. You have to listen and sit and listen to this. We do appreciate you coming in and listening, though.
Oh, bless you.
We're just kind of going through voice notes and stuff, and we're going to do a part 2, and we're going to show everything on the Cleaners page. We're going to go through every single video.
Yeah. The only latest on them is just the fact that they have been trying to get anything they possibly can off free sites on Facebook now. Wendy's OnlyFans is up and going. She's got more. She did have a GoFundMe type page up, which once we found out about it and found out about all her begs on Facebook, she has removed every post as quick as possible. Yeah. But we did manage to get a lot of screenshots of it. So, they're either getting everything they can for free to sell on, or the money they were talking about is an absolute lie and they do actually need all these things now. But who knows? But all this... Yeah, we will be going through again in part 2, because we haven't quite got as far as that. We've just been going over the old stuff.
Yeah, they claim they had a payout, but we found a lot different on Facebook. If you go onto the Cleaners page, Gemma, on her latest post, it shows that Wendy and Jareth have actually been getting free items off Facebook. So when they commented and said they had a brand new dishwasher, it wasn't. It was a second hand for free. When they said they had 2 single beds, she was actually on Facebook begging for 2 single beds. So we don't believe there was a payout.
No, not in the slightest. So she's just moved her tactics to Facebook. Little does she know, though, is that I am also on Facebook as the Cleaner. And I have been posting in a lot of their sites, warning them not to give, because she is selling them on. She's selling a fridge freezer, claiming they need everything, yet she's actually selling a fridge freezer. So who knows, eh?
No, exactly. She couldn't need it that badly when she's selling it, can she?
Exactly. And only for a £5.
Exactly. She couldn't need the money that badly.
No, exactly. So don't know what's going on there, but they have been caught out.
They'll continue to get caught out. Like I said, we aren't stopping, and threatening to leak my address and it isn't going to stop me from doing what I think is right at the end of the day. You know, you're taking advantage of vulnerable people that have kids, people that don't have kids, people that are ill, people that, you know, you take advantage of a lot of people because you use your kids as a soft spot, and that's not fair. You shouldn't be talking about stuff the way you talk around your children. Your children don't need to relive everything bad that's happened in their life because you want to explain it to 7 people on TikTok, and it is 7 people.
Yeah, not in the slightest.
As a mother,
and to be honest, half the people don't want to hear it.
Exactly. You just wouldn't allow your son, who's gone through so much trauma, to sit there and listen to it all the time. You wouldn't do it. It's not nice. You know, as a mother, you would dare ever want your children to relive what they've had to live. So.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you.
They're not doing lives at the moment.
Well, Jareth he hasn't for a couple of days, but Jareth, when they do go live, it's Jareth that's taken over. Wendy appears to have removed her pages, but she does like to get in the background and she tells him what to do. She's still wearing the bloody trousers. So when he is live, you can hear her giving him instructions and shouting stuff in the background. Don't know about you, Christina, but I'm pooped out.
Yeah, has anyone got any questions before we end the live? I mean, we've been sitting here for hours. We will do a part 2 though at one point. It won't be tomorrow though. It will be at some point. I've got my kids to school. They go back, so I need to sort all that out. Yeah, we can do the goggles video. Don't worry. I'll get it for you now.
Aw, you're so good to him.
No, I will. That's why. Right, where has the goggles video gone? Has the goggles video been removed?
Well, I don't know. It's not on my page, is it? It's on yours.
Apparently it's been unpinned. Right. Friday evening, what, for a live? Friday evening. Yeah? I had to think then what I was doing. Is Friday okay for you, Cleaner?
Yeah, can't see why not.
Shall we say 9?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have my eldest son with me Friday night, so 9's a good time. He should be settled and sorted by that point, so yeah.
Okay, it's 9 o'clock then, guys. We'll put a post up. And we'll do a part 2. And we'll...
Of course you can, Kate. The more the merrier in the boxes, isn't it? The more people that gives us a chance to rest our voices, the better.
Exactly. I've got 160 people that have followed that will probably be interested, so we'll go and do a part 2. Give me some time to go.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll do it on Friday. I'll put a post up and at everyone on there for all the new people.
Sounds good. Do you want to do it through my page or through yours again, love?
Whichever's easier. We do it through my page if you want for the new followers, or do it for yours. I don't mind.
I don't mind either way. We can decide nearer the time, see how we feel, innit?
Yeah. Could do it. In the map, we're going to have everyone in the boxes anyway, isn't it? So it doesn't really matter whose page we do it on.
No, exactly. Exactly, it doesn't. I'll be there. Well, yeah, you don't miss nothing, Jen.
Jen's there for the goggles.
Toss a coin. Ah, bless.
Right.
Alrighty, my lovelies.
Play the goggles video, because Jen wants the goggles.
Yes.
Video. So we'll play that and then we'll end the live. But we do actually thank you all for joining and spending all these hours with us. Right, are you ready, Jen?
Fucking hell. Get a grip.
hissy fits. I put them in the fucking bin.
Yeah, because they're mine.
It's a pair of goggles.
So?
How do they benefit your life in any way, shape or form?
When I go underwater, I can see.
You don't use them. How many times have we been swimming and you've not used them? How many times?
No, but they've been on my wrist.
Every time we go, you do not use them.
But they've been on my wrist if I want to use them.
You don't use them. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to prove a point. You don't use them.
But I have used them in the past.
When?
I have used them in the past. When we've been swimming.
Do one more time, and then I'm ending the live.
Fucking hell. Get a grip. Yeah, because they're mine.
It's a pair of goggles.
So?
How do they benefit your life in any way, shape or form?
When I go underwater, I can see.
You don't use them. How many times have we been swimming and you've not used them? How many times?
No, but they've been on my wrist.
Every time we go, you do not use them.
But they've been on my wrist if I want to use them.
You don't use them. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to prove a point. You don't use them.
But I have used them in the past.
When?
I have used them in the past. When we've been swimming.
Can you all just imagine in your head right now? Wendy with a pair of goggles.
Just you wait. I'm going to have a photograph for our next live for my green screen. I'm going to make one.
Edit a face and put some goggles on. Oh, God.
Oh, Christ.
Out
Thanks again, everybody. Thank you so much, Christina, for taking the lead tonight and being your wonderful, fabulous self.
All right, I'm going to now suffer with back pain for the next week, but you know what? It's so worth it.
Oh, bless you. If you was closer, I'd come give you a back rub, but, you know, you're not, so you've shit out there, love, sorry.
Start walking to me. It'll take you about 3 weeks.
It takes me that long to get the end of my street, love.
Oh, gosh. Right, thank you everyone for joining.
You got a nice other half. She needs a back rub. Give her a back rub.
He's too busy making the goggles video to please you. Well, that needs to be ready by Friday.
Oh, bless you, it's me. You're struggling.
Well, we appreciate you sitting and watching us. It's me while you're in pain, and I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah. Oh, bless you. Right, well, yeah, deadlines, Adam. Come on.
Okay, so deadline.
Put you back into it.
Right. I shall love you all.
Take it easy, everybody.
I'm in messages if anyone wants to message me, but give me about half an hour so I can actually take my mascara off. Well, my actual real mascara, not just the fake one. Right. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining. We love you all. See you on Friday.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.